is a coalition of over 25 education and community-based organizations who have come together to push for improvements to mayoral control. We are all unified around the common belief that all students should have every opportunity to reach their full potential, and all students should have the opportunity to receive high-quality, well-rounded education. We're here because parents and youth are tired of not being heard by the mayor and the chancellor, and we will not be silenced anymore. We're here because it is time to end the one-man rule of our schools.
Good afternoon, my name is Jose Davila. I'm Director of State Government Affairs for the New York Immigration Coalition. We're here in solidarity today with all these groups, so many groups across the city, who have seen after 6 years of mayoral control that we haven't seen the real academic gains that were promised, and we haven't achieved real parental involvement. In our community, the immigrant community, we have seen parents continually shut out. The only change that we've had over these 6 years is that now we have a right to translation and interpretation services. And while that's not being fully implemented, the only way that happened was by parents and community leaders pressuring the mayor and basically dragging him to get that done. And so what we want to see is real involvement from parents, students, teachers, principals, community members, to make sure that all voices have input and have decision-making authority over how to best improve our schools for immigrants, for immigrant parents, and for all New Yorkers.
Barack Obama showed us once and for all that change comes from the grassroots. Change comes because the people decide what they want and need for their communities, and they work together and they achieve it. That's change that's lasting. And that's very pertinent to the discussion of mayoral control and our school system, because even if you grant to the mayor and to Chancellor Klein some good intentions, there has been a consistent pattern of trying to make change from the top down only, and not involving parents and communities in any meaningful way. And that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And now we have a chance to do it right. We have a chance to say, we need a system that involves the people who the system is there for. It involves the students, it involves the parents, it involves the communities. If we're going to have any version of mayoral control, it has to start with that first building block, that it will be inclusive, it will be about the people it serves.
Listen to the people! Listen to the people! Listen to the people! Listen to the people!
Everyone. I don't think that it is reasonable to say we all know all of the answers. So I'm here with a message of hope and a suggestion for the city. Our leader, Kevin Parker, and my leader in Albany, Senator Malcolm Smith, the next majority leader of the Senate, knows. He knows we're going to vote on mayoral control next year. So what did he do? Set up a task force so we could hold hearings all over the city and listen to the parents. Listen to the students. Listen to the people. Listening to people is not weakness. Including people is not failure. So my suggestion is get on board. Get on board the Campaign Better Schools. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Chancellor, come to our hearings. We'll bring you seats. Listen to the parents. Listen to the students. Listen to the people. Together, we will craft a better bill. Together, we will make sure that parents are included, are involved, and are informed. Together, we will make sure our school system delivers the promise for all of our children. Thank you very much.
My name is Robert Moore. I am a youth leader at the Campaign for Better Schools, Make Grow New York, and the Urban Youth Collaborative. These megaphones are a symbol of our voices, the voices of students, parents, and entire communities that have been shut out of the system that we are a part of. This seems to be the only way we can be heard. We will not be silenced. In the current system, the mayor's voice is the only thing that seems to be heard. This has to change. I'm here to tell you about what this system feels like from a student's perspective. Every morning it feels as if we are in a lineup, being interrogated. We take off our belts, remove our jewelry, and walk into schools with armed police officers by our sides. This environment is not fit to learning. Our schools are underfunded, our textbooks are outdated, our science equipment is so old our beakers crack when you heat them, and our desks are falling apart. It is hard to learn when there are 35 of us and one teacher. As students, we know best about what we need to go to college and succeed. We need to be able to have access to guidance counselors. We need to be able to learn about our own cultures and histories. We need safe and modern learning environments. Students must be a part of the decision making about creating solutions for problems within the system. We will not stand for failing schools and low expectations. We deserve better. If we are the future, why aren't we being prepared for the future?
That's right. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
In 2009, the state legislature is going to have an opportunity to take up once again the issue of school governance. And I can tell you now that I personally will not be voting on anything that does not dramatically change the way that we are doing business currently in our schools. That we must have transparency. We must have participation by parents and by community members. We must have young people as part of the process of educating themselves. We cannot afford to disinvest in our future. This is all about, you know, we want to bail out banks and we want to bail out the auto industry, and that's nice. Who's going to bail out our schools?
That's right.
So we are here today to make sure that the message is sent out clear, that there are plenty of people across this city who are ready to see education change. And we're not going to stop until those changes are made.
We must include parent and community participation, checks and balances, and transparency if mayoral control is going to be reauthorized. We are ready to work with the legislature to ensure that if mayoral control in New York City is reauthorized, it will include real changes which open the Department of Education to the ideas and knowledge of many New Yorkers who can help solve the problems that continue to limit our ability to educate and prepare our children for the successful lives that they deserve. Thank you.
This is just the beginning. Now on December 6th at 1 p.m. there's going to be a speak out on mayoral control at Hunter College. You're all invited. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring the community, and let's get together. Let our voices be heard. Let our demands be made and met. So don't forget, December 6th, it's a Saturday at Hunter College at 1 p.m. Everyone, thank you for being here.